Ladies and gentlemen, am I glad you've joined us today. We may have saved you from a catastrophe. But before I do save you from that catastrophe, I do want to thank our episode sponsor, Andy and Barry Jones, Lloyd's of Pennsylvania. The link is down below. Purveyors of frozen custard mix, ice cream mix, soft serve mix. They can formulate a mix for you. Andy, the good-looking salesman, knows a lot about the business. Barry, the dapper-looking dad, who is an ice cream formulator and scientist. Great pairing. Link is down below, lloydsofpa.com, and tell them that Steve sent you while you're talking to them. Okay, so a lot of questions about this lid. Focus, focus, focus. This is called a vented lid, and a lot of people now, due to the pandemic, are utilizing pint containers. They're selling much more pints. Or is it much more or many more? Much more pints. Many more pints. I'm going to go with many. They're selling many more pints in their businesses. Either they're hand packing them themselves, filling them straight out of the batch freezer, and due to this massive influx of shops all over the country wanting pint containers, lids have become scarce, believe it or not. In the lid and cup world, most of the manufacturers and resellers of packages and lids factor that most stores will give out one lid, let's say, to every 7 to 10 customers. Well, now, due to your local, state, county mandates, everything's got to have a lid, and so sometimes you'll find it hard to find pint lids, and you'll sometimes see these, what they call a vented lid. This is for a hot-cold container. So you can put ice cream products in here, you can put refrigerated products in here, or you can put hot soup in here. Now, this vented lid allows that heat to escape, that it won't overly condensate in here, and how it works is you've got 4 holes in the back of the lid, and then 2 holes on the front of the lid. This is actually an insert that comes out. So what ends up happening is it allows hot air to escape. Is it the best for ice cream? No, it's not, because what's happening is any kind of humidity or moisture in the air can similarly go back down and affect the top of your ice cream. It's not a one-way valve, so to speak. So, look, the upside is that if you're having a hard time finding pint containers, you may find some with a vented lid. Is it the end of the world? No, it's not the end of the world. Is it the best for your products? No, it's not the best for your products. But in the grand scheme of things, if this is the only way you can get your pints out to your adoring public, then I would use it. If you had a choice between a solid lid and a vented lid, always go the solid lid. It's much more of a seal to your product. You won't get any oxidization, you won't get any discoloration or any mottling, if you will, on the top of your product, particularly if you've got a lot of transport where you're taking it, say, from a blast freezer to a storage freezer, from a storage freezer to a cooler, from a cooler to a refrigerated truck, from a truck to the store, wherever it is. All of that sudden and small fluctuation in temperature can affect the top of the product with a vented lid. So again, I would strive to have a pint container without it, but if you're stuck and you really need to get pints out there, sure, use it. It's not preferable, and it won't do any long-term damage to your product, but try and find those sealed lids. Very, very important. Good luck to all of you coming up to this season. We did a bit of a review of our last season in the ice cream industry at ConeCon West this last week, and look, ice cream sales are up. Ice cream stores are doing very well by virtue of the fact that many of them have reverted to a pint program or introduced a pint program locally, online, that kind of thing. So it's certainly going to be a trend that will continue on, even if the pandemic drops off a little. People are now very much used to getting pints delivered to them or having pints available to them. Always best to make sure that that pint stays in pristine condition, and you do that with the right kind of lid. Thank you again to our episode sponsor, which is Lloyd's of PA. And if you have a question, conundrum, or problem that you have in your ice cream business, we'd love to hear about it. We might even be able to solve it. Leave a comment down below, smash like now, subscribe, keep on scooping. We'll see you in the next video.